You asked us about public transport routes in Corralejo.
So we're going to suggest 4 easy day trips you can do when here on holiday.
Number 1 is El Cotillo.
This tiny little fishing village is a beautiful spot to watch the sunset.
El Cotillo also has some of the best beaches in Fuerteventura. It's famous for its lovely lagoons where the water is so clear.
I like the alliteration. Lovely lagoons. Cotillo has some amazing restaurants and loads of live music you can enjoy.
If you're into surfing, then El Cotillo is the place to go because it is famous also for its gigantic waves.
Yeah, but don't worry, if you're not into surfing, there's loads to do as well. Go to Cotillo, guys.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So how do you get there?
To get to El Cotillo from Corralejo, you can take the number 8 bus, and it takes around 40 minutes to get there, and it costs around about €3.10.
You can hop on the bus at Corralejo's health centre, the Centro de Salud.
Yeah, just opposite the spa. That's all back points.
The spa is not like the spa, but the spa.
The spa supermarket.
Yeah. Good luck. Number 2, Lobos Island.
So Lobos Island is the lovely little island that you can see just off the shore of Corralejo, and it's got some of the most blue water you'll ever see.
Literally. Lobos has one restaurant. There's no supermarkets, nothing. It's a tiny little island, so make sure you bring either a picnic or book your space at the restaurant as soon as you arrive because it gets filled up really quickly.
And that restaurant is it really only does fish. So if you're not a fish eater, then you're gonna have to bring a picnic.
Yeah, bring water. There's no shade. We actually went to Lobos and yeah, I don't want to talk about it. We went in flip-flops, climbed the mountain. I couldn't even make it up. We got the vlog. We'll suggest at the end of the video. It's just a bit of a nightmare. So we're telling you because we've made all the mistakes. So
oh yeah.
Bring water, an umbrella, sun cream. Yeah, all that stuff.
So how do you get to Lobos Island? Head to the port of Corralejo and you can take either a speedboat or a slow boat over to the island. If you're going to take the slow boat, it takes about 15 minutes. If you're going to get the speedboat, it takes about 15 seconds.
The boat ride is actually the best bit in my opinion because the fast boat, which is like the standard boat, is so fast.
Yeah.
It literally, like, you're going on the waves, and last time I sat on like the front of the boat.
Yeah.
And obviously, like as it's going up and down, that's like the most dangerous part of the boat.
Yeah.
I was clinging on for dear life. It was
in
so
fact,
scary.
If you watch the video that we made at Lobos Island as well, then you'll see that on that speedboat, I lost my hat.
Yeah.
I lost my hat in the sea because the wind took it off. It was gone. The fishers have that hat now.
It was really fun. So.
It's a fun speedboat, but cling on to all of your belongings and cling on for your dear life as well.
Yeah, if you don't want to get hurt, then take the slow one because if you're worried about that.
Yeah.
So the boat costs around €16, and as David said, you can pick it up at the ticket office, or you can also book online in advance.
Number 3 is Puerto del Rosario.
Nice. So Puerto Rosario is the capital of Fuerteventura, and it's essentially a city. It's got some beaches, but it's not like as beautiful as Cotillo or Lobos. But if you want to head there, check out some shopping or do some city stuff, then it's the place to go.
The thing with Puerto Rosario is it's a proper little Spanish, like city kind of town thing. So in Corralejo you can get away with speaking English to a lot of the waiters and bar staff. But in Rosario, you're going to have to speak Spanish.
Yeah, and it's nice in a way because you hear Spanish everywhere. It feels like you're proper in a Spanish city, not like it's not as touristic.
Yeah, 100%. So if you're looking for the Spanish vibe, then Puerto Rosario might be the place to check out. You can get there from Corralejo by taking the number 6 bus. It costs around €3.40 and it takes about 45 minutes.
Finally, number 4 is a day trip to Lanzarote. When you get off the boat in Lanzarote, you'll get off at Playa Blanca, which is obviously a little port town. It's a nice change. It's got a different feeling, isn't it, to Corralejo?
Yeah, I can't put my finger on what it is, but there's something very different about it.
Yeah, and there's lots of bars there, restaurants, again, lots of Spanish vibes, and my memories of there are all good.
I've got some good memories there, and also, if you're here on holiday, why not take a day trip? It's nice to say you've ticked off 2 islands in one holiday, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more about the bucket list than actual experience.
Yeah, you can just tell your friends that you've been to both of them now.
Or just don't do it and say you did.
Yeah, maybe that.
Maybe it's cheaper. And the other great benefit of going to Playa Blanca is that when you're on the beach there, as the boat comes in, it causes some massive waves out of nowhere. So last time we were there, David's got quite a good story.
We learnt this the hard way. So Harry and I were laying on the beach in Playa Blanca. We had like our towels out, everything was all over the place as normal. Little picnic. I think Harry had actually just gone to the supermarket to pick up some more fruit actually.
Yeah.
So I was guarding all of the stuff. And this guy came along. I hadn't lived on the island very long, so I didn't speak much Spanish. And this guy came along telling all the English tourists, warning them of what was about to come. And none of us listened to him. I just thought he was saying the tide's a bit strong, be careful. So no one was really caring about what he said. Anyway, he leaves. About 5 minutes later, this boat comes into the port of Playa Blanca, causing gigantic waves that floods the whole of this tiny Playa Blanca beach.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, everything has just washed up into the sea. I'm trying to pull our towels out of the sea, our flip-flops are in the sea, families are there yanking babies out of the sea, everything is lost. So if you're going to go down to that beach, be wary of that. If the boat comes in, you may well get flooded.
Also, I came back to a vision of David just swimming with baguettes and like grapes just floating next to him, just families. I didn't know what happened.
It was absolute carnage.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, I wish you'd seen it. It was like something I've never seen before.
It happens every time, because I was there the other day in Lanzarote, and I saw the boat come, and I was like, this is perfect. And they're so sudden, the waves. It's like from nothing to just suddenly a massive wave. And out of nowhere, it's brilliant. It's worth going just for that.
It is. They should probably put a sign up in English explaining that, because no one understands
They're never
Spanish,
going to do it, because it's brilliant.
Yeah, the lifeguard in speaking Spanish, no one has a clue what he's saying.
No.
So you've got
I wouldn't if I were them.
No.
It's great.
Yeah.
I think we should go one day just to do that.
Should we do that? We
Just
should put
spend
up
the
a
whole day
live,
with it.
just do a live stream, 24/7 live stream from our YouTube channel
Yeah.
of that beach would be amazing.
It would be amazing. If you do have more time to spend in Lanzarote, like a couple of days, you can probably get most done. Like there's caves to visit there. There's obviously like big national park, Timanfaya. There's in the north of the island. There's Famara, which is a beautiful beach. So if you could, hire a car, you can also get public transport to these places. But if you've got a couple of days, you can get loads of Lanzarote done.
That's the good thing about Lanzarote. It's very, very circular. So you can get all over the island much easier than you can in Fuerteventura, because Fuerteventura is quite long, top to bottom. Okay, the width of Fuerteventura is not so wide, but top to bottom can take like 2.5 hours to get in Fuerteventura. But Lanzarote, because it's so circular, you can get all over the island in about an hour.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking of taking the crossing from Corralejo over to Lanzarote, there's 3 different companies you can use: Fred Olsen, Armas and Líneas Romero. They're the 3 ferry companies that take you over, and the prices depend on the time of day that you go, the company that you go with, but you're looking at between €35 and €70 for a return ticket.
And the boat takes about 25 minutes each way. We've done a couple of videos over in Lanzarote. I did some cycling there, we visited the caves there, so you can check through our channel to find those and see what to do. So those are our 4 suggestions for day trips you can do when in Corralejo without a car. Right now we're going to suggest 2 videos you can go and watch related to those day trips. Number 1 is a visit to El Cotillo that Dave and I do to watch the sunset, get some food and tell you all about that beautiful little town.
And one of our other favourite videos you can go watch here is a trip to Lobos Island. Go and check that out as well.
There you can see David's hat fly off.
Oh yeah, my hat flies off.
And us like really stressed in the sun. So yeah, have a laugh at us.
Thanks for watching this video guys, we'll see you next time.